What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Friday afternoon, just me here at the shop today. Michaela's running around town. She's got some meetings with clients and some appointments that she had to take care of today, so you guys know what that means. I am in charge of the DTF printers on my own today, so luckily it's not that big of a day. I'm getting DTF printer number 2 up and running right now. Number 1 and number 2 have the films already attached from yesterday, so I'm going to do my best to get them all of the orders printing on just these 2, mainly because I'm lazy and I don't want to load the film on DTF printer number 3, but we'll see what happens. Might need to, and might need to also load the printer or the film on DTF printer number 4, but I think for right now though, we might be in decent shape to get everything out with just these 2 DTF printers that we have up and running. Last night or this morning actually, if you consider that it was placed at 3 in the morning, we got an order for some screen print transfers, 216 12.5 by 15, and this one is white ink. So we're gonna get this guy probably not printed today because I don't think I'm going to have any time to get those printed on top of running the DTF printers, but that's not the biggest deal. Screen print transfers do come with the 1 to 2 day turnaround time, so we'll get those printed on Monday. Could start preparing for it today though, getting the transparency and the screen burned so that when we come in on Monday, hopefully if everything goes according to plan, the screen is dried, waiting for us. All we have to do is ink up and we can get rolling on that order Monday morning. Just trying to get these, just trying to get a good nozzle check out of number 2 right now. This one is the most annoying one to get up and running every morning, but the weird thing about it is once this guy is good to go, it's good to go. It probably won't have any issues, now to knock on wood, for the rest of the day. Once we get this guy in like perfect condition, the nozzle checks are printing perfectly, we'll start up a print, and then this guy will be good probably for the rest of the day. Again, I'm gonna knock on wood because I know with all of my luck, me running the DTF printers today, that's gonna not be the case, but I'm gonna do what I can to ensure that this guy stays the way it normally does when Michaela runs it. Michaela says that this is like her favorite DTF printer, so let's see how it works out with me. But I got to get everything ready to go. I'm starting from scratch right now. I got to download all of our customer artwork files from the orders that got placed last night and some of the ones that I have to go out for customers who selected the up to 7 day or up to 3 day turnaround time and got a little bit off of their order in return. We also usually like to have the queue completely empty of all of the orders at the end of the week. So even if a customer did, for example, say place an order with up to 7 day turnaround time, like Wednesday or Thursday, this isn't a guarantee. So those of you guys who are listening, don't go out there being like, oh, I'm gonna place my order on Thursday, get my transfers printed the next day and still get my 30% discount. It's not a guarantee, but we do like to try and make sure that the queue is completely empty by the time we leave today, so that we can just have all of the orders built up over the weekend. And then because we don't print on Saturday and Sunday typically, and because of that, the queue can get pretty big, and we can sometimes, depending on the load and the volume that comes in over the weekend, have a very busy Monday. So I just got a good nozzle check out of DTF printer number 2. I'm gonna go ahead and start up the file that I need to run on this one. This one is 359 inches, so it's not that big of a deal. According to my calculations, we should be able to have this guy finished in, so to actually calculate it, I'm not sure if you guys have your own ways of doing it based on the settings that you run your DTF printers at, but for us, we take the amount in inches. Sorry, just taking a look at the printer because it sounded weird. Take the number we have in inches, divide that by 16, so I just messed that up, 359 divided by 16, and then we take that number that we just got and divide that again by 12. So that's gonna take us about 1.86 hours, so a little over like 1 3/4 of an hour to get that one printed, and then we still have all of the other orders that I can hopefully get printed on DTF printer number 1. What are you doing, bud? Oh, it's just moving down. It's one of those, the customer just included a bunch of blank space in their design, so that's moving the prints down as they come. Everything is looking good though. Color bar is honestly not good. There is some issues with the cyan. So I'm gonna pause this guy and we will go ahead and get it running again with another cleaning. I could show you guys in case you are wondering, rather than just keeping you guys all the way back there, what I'm actually talking about and what the issue I identified was. So you guys see that cyan, there's some banding going on. Kind of looks like the black is coming over onto the cyan and not leaving a desirable print. So I'm going to go ahead and run another cleaning and see what we can get out of this. Cancel that. I think before it actually does do the wipe on the print head, I'm going to go ahead and take a paper towel and try and clean that wiper off. Hopefully that'll also help. Maybe if there's any like excess ink or just like some gunk or crap under there, the clean wiper should be able to get rid of that. It's another reason why we have these clamps here, make nice easy access to getting paper towels whenever we need it. Used to be pretty annoying to go and search for it, so the wiper just went down. That means I have like 5 seconds left. That was a close one. Just my luck. I get the DTF prints looking good. I hear a noise and the film just ran out. Let's get this guy changed. If you guys need some DTF film, some DTF ink, powder, whatever it is, DTF supplies, buy the same supplies that we use in our shop every single day. CostPlusDTF.com. All of the same supplies that we use in our shop every single day. Instant peel film, Oddly inks, Oddly everything, Oddly film, powder. In the US, like I have it right here, I will ship it out the same day if you order it before 5 p.m. And I'm only charging 20% markup. So that's the whole thing. I sell this supplies that I have in my hand at my cost plus 20%. CostPlusDTF.com. Okay, we're gonna hot reload this film, and what that really means is we're just gonna keep the prints running while we load up the new film. When we have the luxury of the DTF printer not already running, we can just load the film in through the hopper normally and connect it to an old piece of film, or just let it run through the DTF printer through the dryer. But right now we're just going to try and do a hot reload, see if I can pull it off. I haven't had to do one of these in a little while. See if I still got it. Alright guys, DTF printers have been running for like an hour now. Number one is at 57% and there's a 430-inch file that has to go on after this. Number two is currently sitting at 8%, and once this guy finishes up, it'll be done for the day. Time right now is 4:12, so we're looking good. We might be able to get everything out for for UPS, but if any customers did select FedEx, then we're gonna have to make the drop to FedEx. But hopefully, if we can get everything finished up here rather quickly, we can drop them off to the FedEx office, the retail store that's like down the street. Then we don't have to go to the distribution center, which would be good, which would be great. Good, great, didn't know which word to say there for a second. All right, guys, about to head to UPS. Michaela's cutting DTF printer number 2, and DTF printer number 1 is just finishing up. So we just got to get all of these packages dropped off. It was a pretty busy day, and we still have some orders that have to go FedEx that are obviously on the DTF printers right now. Sorry, I kind of had to put the camera down and focus on getting these things finished up. But I'm gonna get these guys dropped off now. Look how sick that looks, doesn't it? Branding, bro, let's go. If you guys wanna see how I did this, I'll link the video for you. Back from UPS, we had to just get a couple of these reprinted from earlier because I wasn't paying attention, quite frankly, and the hold down clamp was on the film too far and some ink was getting on it. So I'm gonna have to clean this off after we end the prints for today, but that was causing the little drips on the actual film to accumulate. So we're just getting some of those files reprinted, and then that's gonna do it for the day. Honestly, we got solid print day, just a little bit longer on these curing ones from DTF printer number 2. But yeah, it was a solid print day. Just like a fairly light day in comparison to what this week has been. It's been a big week, probably one of the biggest weeks we've had this year. Maybe up there for sure. And it's good to be back, honestly. Getting back in the swing of things. It seems like, knock on wood again, I don't want to jinx anything because spring break is coming up, and I think spring break might be a little slower because people are on vacation, planning for vacation, coming back from, like, they got things going on that aren't t-shirt oriented. They might not be focusing on work. They might not be at work if they work at a school or that kind of a thing, you know. A lot of our business, even though it is transfers, it's people putting the transfers on t-shirts themselves. So at the end of the day, it is going to be the same kind of clients, and it's going to be schools, organizations, booster clubs. Like a lot of like booster clubs and schools, they order a lot of t-shirts, man. So a lot of the stuff that comes through our shop, even though it is transfers, it's still people using them for t-shirts at the end of the day. We're just not the ones who are putting them on. And it seems like whenever there is something like when the schools are out during the summer, or when it is spring break or holiday break, that kind of a thing. Well, holiday break, everyone's basically off, but spring break in the summer, things do typically seem to slow down historically. So we'll see if that trend holds true this year. A lot of things have changed with AMS Transfers Plus compared to where we were last March. Last March, we didn't even have any of our Platinum clients signed up. We signed them up in May, so we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary, which actually makes me think we should do something for them, for their, like, kind of like a thank you for their business and thank you for sticking with us for 1 year, because like that's a big accomplishment. And yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that. I just thought of that now on the video. So this guy is about to finish up. I'll get with Michaela and make sure that nothing else has to be printed. We'll cut DTF printer number 1, and that's going to do it for this week in printing, man. It was a solid week. I think, let me double check, but I am pretty sure that we are going to end the week with a empty print queue, except that one order that I was talking about, that screen printing order. So with the exception of that one screen printing order, yeah, one screen printing order, and then there is another customer who did pickup. So that order is actually ready. It's just we don't mark it as shipped until the customer comes and picks it up. So it's just that one order for screen printing, and then it's going to do it for, like, we're starting the week end with an empty print queue. Love to set it up like this because it just makes Monday so much smoother and we can hit the ground running. So I honestly can't believe that it's Friday already. Like I was saying in yesterday's video, TGIF, but this week flew by for us. We have been really loving getting up and just staying at the house, getting some solid computer work done. Some like really focused where we can just, there isn't time for us to get solid focused work when we're here at the shop, when we got the DTF printers running, just running around back and forth. There just isn't any time to get some focused work in. So us having that time has just been really nice, and we've both been loving it, but it's just making everything go by so fast. So get just something to get used to. Almost done here. I'll update you guys once we are about to cut DTF printer number 1. I was gonna get a clip of that.
Like, we prepared for like weeks on end.
Wait, let me mic you.
I already have mine.
Let me mic you for mine.
All right, we're back. So I'm filming for my vlog as well as Alex's while we put these together. But we went through a phase in like what, right before COVID. So like, no, right after COVID. Wow, we started our business in COVID. So it was like 2022 probably.
You're telling me about the live screen printing?
Yeah, and then what happened on our last live screen printing event and why we don't do it anymore. I'm just kidding. That's not why we don't do it, but we went through a phase where we did like all these live screen printing events in our area, and we did Oktoberfest, and we prepared for like weeks. We created shirts that were like themed. We literally got our vendor fee waived by printing shirts for the staff at the event, and it was this big thing. We had already done like what, 2 of them.
Wait, Oktoberfest?
Yeah, that was the night. And we went the first night, and it was like, we were fine. Everything was good. And we bought a hotel close to the event so that we could wake up early. So we leave everything there because you set up. It's a 2-day event. You set up and you leave everything the night. Guys, this man right here woke up the next morning at like, what, 4 a.m.?
All right, guys, got the signs in a good spot, I think. So you guys are gonna have to stay tuned until the next video to see the actual final location on those. Make sure you guys get subscribed so you don't miss it. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like on the video down below. And I think that's gonna do it for today. I'll see you in the next video.
Check this out.